It's a story of strength, perseverance, and hope. Most importantly, it's a story that proves that the work that we're doing here at the Sina Magowitz Foundation is not in vain. One person can make a difference, and the clinical trials that we're funding are giving patients the ultimate gift: time. I'm Miranda with the Sina Magowitz Foundation, and here's the story of Steve Mielke, pancreatic cancer warrior. Six years ago, Steve Mielke was truly what you'd describe as the picture of health. His life's passion was cycling. One day, after a long-distance ride, he found himself extremely dehydrated. His doctor thought it could be something more.
He had spotted the mass. He biopsied it, and then turned out to be cancer.
Doctors told him he'd need emergency surgery.
Doctor went in to do the surgery. They found out it had gone stage 4. After that is when I got the dreaded words, 3 to 6 months. Worst of the worst.
While his family was processing the devastating news, Steve's boss, Gary Fazio, was becoming an active part of the Sina Magowitz Foundation and the fight against pancreatic cancer.
And I got involved, and when I went back to my own company and told them in a national meeting that this is what I was doing, someone came up to me at the meeting after that. And she said, well, you know, Steve Mielke's got pancreatic cancer.
And he said, okay, this changes everything. He said, now we're not just raising money for good cause. We're raising money for one of the family.
Gary connected Steve with Roger Magowitz at the foundation, who put him in touch with Dr. Erkut Borazanci, one of the top medical oncologists involved with clinical trials at Honor Health Research Institute.
And at that time we had talked to him about chemotherapy, and there was some really new and interesting science that was emerging for pancreas cancer that was looking at the tumor ecosystem. So Steve actually tapped into that.
Steve's participation in the trial was an amazing success. The cancer shrank so much that he was qualified for surgery. That's when the unthinkable happened. A cycling accident that knocked everything off course.
Turns out I had 6 broken ribs, punctured lung, broken collarbone, broken shoulder blade, 6 weeks in the hospital, no chemo. Dr. Borazanci was on the phone with Janine while I was in the hospital. He said, you make sure that the doctors there treat him as aggressively as possible for his injuries. I'll take care of the cancer.
Miraculously, Steve did improve. Finally, he was well enough for surgery. And 6 years later, his wife credits his life to God, his incredible medical team, and the Sina Magowitz Foundation.
I think the greatest gift is the gift of time. And that's what the research and the knowledge and the money all goes to, because in the 6 years, our gift of time has been, we started out celebrating our 35th. This year we had our 41st anniversary, and we've got to see the birth of our first 2 grandbabies.
That's why funding research and new clinical trials is so important.
Clock is ticking real quick. It's not a slow mover, and they're trying to, and some of the trials that they're working on now, the success rates are really high.
That scientific cutting edge research and bringing it to people is very, very important. And that Steve's a testament to that.
The foundation's mantra is, if not me, then who? Visit our website to find out how you can get involved with the Sina Magowitz Foundation. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your support.